So, let's see what the day has in store for us, or let's see what the messages are for today. I was talking with my mom earlier, and I really enjoy our conversations because I think like we talk about things that matter, not just trivial, superficial things, but really deep things that matter, like what our purpose here is, and what we want to do with our life, and neither of us want to simply go through the motions, wake up every morning, get ready, go to work, come home, eat dinner, watch TV, go to bed, and then do the same thing the next morning, every, 5 days a week, and then living on the weekends kind of thing. It's not fulfilling. And it's not fulfilling, but at the same time, it's often what we have to do to get by until we find that thing that is fulfilling. And what we also talked about is in our daily living, we can infuse love and be the vibration of love. And in that being, we are contributing so much more to the world than we realize, simply by vibrating a state of love. Because energy it's infectious. I was telling somebody the other day how an example of it being infectious is being on the road, and wouldn't be the first time, but somebody gives me the finger, and I'm just cruising along, and somebody gives me the finger, and then it immediately puts me into this state of oh yeah, right back at you, and just kind of putting me in this more angry state. And so in that way, energy is very infectious. And so what kind of energy do I want to spread? Do I want to spread hate, anger, frustration, intolerance? Or do I want to spread love, peace, joy, tolerance? Yeah? So, I hope that as I go through my day, I can be able to focus on being in a state of love and vibrating that and infecting others with that vibration of love. So, wow, it's really funny because these cards are definitely reflecting what I was just saying. Here we got 2 cups right next to each other. We have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Cups. And the Page of Cups is kind of like this offering of love, but it's in the beginning stages. It's a little bit naive, a little bit innocent maybe, but it's definitely a feeling of being ready to offer that love to someone else. Yeah. Acknowledging that love. And then it's next to the Queen of Cups, who is very much more mature in her love, is able to express her loving emotions, but she's also a little bit cautious about it. So here we have 2 cards that are really about being in the state of love, and then next to the Queen of Cups is the Empress. And the Empress is like the counterpart of the Emperor. I kind of see the Empress as someone who has really mastered all the states, mastered the cups, which are the emotions, mastered the wands, which are like passion, master the swords, which is like, thought and ideas, and master the pentacles, which is more like physical security and groundedness. And the Empress is kind of vibrating in that state of balancing all of those components of life, and in a state of being ready to create. Yeah. And so my mom and I, we had a really nice discussion too about creation and feeling this creative energy, right? Source did not put us here, or we are part of Source. So, Source does not exist to be stagnant, right? We do not exist to be stagnant. We exist here to create and to evolve. But, one of the things that we were talking about, my mom and I, was how, creation doesn't necessarily mean physical manifestation of things. It doesn't necessarily mean a physical creation. It could really be an energetic creation, yeah? And this kind of speaks to me as like creating the energetic vibration of wholeness, of love and wholeness. And next to the Empress here, we have the star. And the star is really about hope and faith. And I feel peace from this card as well. I feel peace from it as well. Yeah, just a feeling of hope and peace and connectedness, being connected to the universe, being connected to the stars, being connected to each other in that energetic vibration of love and wholeness. And then next to the star, we have the Ace of Cups. And again, the Ace of Cups is like, aces are like, a direct gift from the universe. And the Ace of Cups is like, this cup is just overflowing. And we know cups are about emotions. And this cup is just overflowing with love. And I'm really feeling it's about being in the state of having so much love that you cannot help but share it with others. You feel so much love in your heart for yourself. You feel so much love for yourself that it is overflowing, and it is, more than enough to share with others. So I think we really need to remember what it's about. Sometimes people like to talk about, oh, what is their divine purpose here on earth, that they're supposed to be doing something, helping others by, volunteering in some worthy cause, or doing some kind of work that is deemed worthy. But what I've come to really understand is that it doesn't even need to be that complicated. Your divine purpose can really just be creating, vibrating, and emanating a state of love. A state of vibration of love that you put out there so that the rest of the world can experience it as well. Instead of communicating, anger and frustration, like you're giving someone the bird on the road, right? Give them a shaka instead. Just throw them the peace sign. Like transmute those feelings of frustration and anger, and whatever it is that that is that negative feeling you're feeling. Transmute that, alchemize that into compassion and understanding, which brings you to a place of love, And so in that way, that is your divine purpose. That is your divine purpose. You want to save the world, you want to contribute to the world, you want to do something good, then start with vibrating in a state of love. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be. And if someone gives you the bird on the road, just smile and shaka back and wish them all the best, you know? And you've taken that negative feeling, and instead of embracing that negative feeling and then passing it on, you've stopped it right there and you've turned it into something positive. And instead, you're gonna push that positive energy forward, you know? And how powerful is that? That simple thing can just have this, the word I'm looking for is just accumulating kind of effect, you know? You pass it on to the next person, and the next person passes it on to the next person, and it's just, you're just growing this vibration of love. And, you know, hey man, if everybody did that, we would be, you know, a force of love and beauty to reckon with. So that is the message for today, I think, is really about love. Vibrating in a state of love, transmuting negative feelings. Yeah, I guess that's really it. I mean, what more can you say? And feeling so much love right now. Yeah, I love you. Have a beautiful day.